Alright everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you guys enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and let's get into this. So, which hero should you 2-star to 3-star? Now, there's a bunch of 2-star heroes in this game, as you guys know. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the first one, depending how long you guys have been playing this game, you can level up at least 2 heroes from 2-star to 3-star if you did the events. I forgot which events, certain events gifted you. I think they were the Nightfall events. And it, depending how far you level up in this game, I believe you should be having enough to 2 to 3-star, at least 2 heroes. The first one should be Sleepwalker. Having a strong healer in your team is going to be good. Now, say you have Doctor Strange, you have Emma Frost, you don't need to upgrade him most of the time. Then you're gonna probably stray away from this one. I only have Emma, and I still wanted to upgrade Sleepwalker because I use him frequently. I just wanted a little bit more extra damage out of him and a little bit more healing ability, healing power that he gives. Because his passive right here, as you see, it has a cooldown, but for a certain percentage of his healing ability, he actually can heal another hero with the lowest HP for a certain percentage. In this case, it would be, sorry guys for the noise, 11.2%. That's pretty good, you know, and that's without having to use any ability. That's just his passive. So the next hero is actually going to be Sentry. Now, I am going to go into which heroes you should get if you don't have these heroes, but let me finish this and we'll get straight into that right now. Sentry, a very good defender. He can hold his own sometimes. Sometimes you do need someone who can heal on the team, a controller that can heal. At least so far in this game, only certain controllers are able to heal. And yeah, he's a solid choice. He does a good amount of damage. Now, in a previous video I said he wasn't the best, and as a defender maybe he's not always the best, but if you need to put out more damage, I think he's the highest ranking defender in terms of damage per second that he can deal on the battlefield. A lot of damage. These are the two that I 2-starred, 3-starred, and I have not regretted it. Sometimes I wish I can do more. I can 2-star another hero, but in the end, I was just thinking to myself, these are the only ones that I'm actually satisfied with. So these are the two that I 2 to 3-starred. Now, say you don't want to do the Sleepwalker one, right? Psylocke's not a bad one, okay? Psylocke is not a bad one. I don't know, I don't use her too much anymore, but I know certain people are going to be enjoying her, so maybe Psylocke would be a good choice. There's not really too many choices you can have that are solid choices. I've tested and tried many of these characters, and they just don't. Some of them it's just not worth it. For this one, you're probably going to need a healer on the team. I'm not sure. It depends on where you're running her, like which mode you're running her, and if there's even time, like if the enemies are even dealing, or even I can't speak right now, are even dealing damage enough for you to need a run-in healer. But if that's not the case, Psylocke is probably your next best choice. Now, in terms of a defender, if you don't have a defender, by the way, hold on, before I move on to defenders, sorry guys, I have to backtrack a little bit. If you don't have a good striker on the team, where'd she go? Give me a second, what the heck? Oh, there she is. Misty Knight. Misty Knight is probably a really solid choice if you don't have any solid strikers on the team and you don't want to level up Sleepwalker, but you want to put more damage down. In general, Misty Knight's going to be the way to go for you. So, yeah, definitely going to be an interesting. She's one of the few people who I actually wouldn't mind running if I didn't get lucky enough. Well, I bought Scarlet to be fair, but if I didn't buy her, I'd be running Misty Knight right now and Storm instead of Scarlet and Storm. I don't run them at the same time majority of the time anymore, but yeah, Misty Knight is going to be the way to go. Now, in terms of defenders, if you don't have Sentry or don't want to level up Sentry, you're going to probably want to do the Hulk, and then from there, you should be okay. In terms of damage, he'll do a little bit more damage, he'll be a little bit more tanky, and just enough for you to slide by if you weren't fortunate enough to have Juggernaut or Sentry. You know, but this is a 2 to 3 star hero, so Sentry in this case. Yeah, he should be okay, and then I don't know, there's not too many downsides. Just if you don't have Sentry, then do Hulk. And then if you don't want to do Misty Knight, then I recommend Psylocke. You could do Angela, but like I said, Sleepwalker and Sentry are the way to go in my opinion. I don't regret it. I do use Sleepwalker and Sentry on the Nightfall event. And then yeah, I think that wraps it up, guys. Not too many characters to level up, and you only get a maximum of 2 and the minimum of 1 after a while. Heroes you can 2 to 3 stars, so hopefully I informed you enough to make a good decision. At least I gave you guys what I did, what I would do, and I did, which is Sleepwalker, Sentry, Hulk. Like I said, if you don't have Sentry, I recommend doing Hulk, and then if you do get Sentry in the later days, you can always reset him, the characters while it's still free. Oops, while it's still free right here. See where I'm circling? There's that button, and it says reset Hulk. I haven't leveled up Hulk except for his Saga a little bit, but yeah, that should be about it. So and then like I said, Misty Knight, if you don't have, I know can't speak again. I know I'm going in circles, but I'm just trying to inform you guys and remind you guys. Don't forget, if you don't have a good striker and Sleepwalker is doing okay for you, just level up Misty Knight and Hulk, and those should be enough for those free to play characters, and especially for the people who were fortunate enough to get Sentry. This should cover you also. So yeah, that should be about it for all the 2-star characters. I don't have Falcon, as you guys see, but no one really talks about them or use them, so yeah. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.